But we're just asking that you consider it and maybe propose it to the people to continue going on, at least keeping it going the way that it is.
Okay.
Tammy Taylor. When it was sold wrong, and it is not on you gentlemen.
Right.
Okay. A third of that property was to be maintained for the town, for the expansion of the ball field and development of structures, commercial structures or items like that. It was for parks and that. What I think Kirill's deal is could a portion of Mr. Wayne Vargas, would he trade? Would he consider a trade for that so you can maintain it? No, it's not your job to make it right, but here's the problem. It's like rinse, lather, and repeat in Fromberg. They took one ball field that they weren't supposed to sell, sold it. We were lucky enough somebody donated the next land for the ball field. And it's like, so are you thinking maybe 20 years down the road or whatever? This area is all developing and land is expensive. And if you tell me you can go out and just buy up some more land or something like that for another ballpark, it's going to be damn hard.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Micah Hoffman, Red Lodge. I'm the one that maybe started all this. I'm not following what the conflict is, because in my mind, this lots that we're interested in are blocks away from the ball field.
Oh, no, we're,
Nothing to do with
Yeah.
what you're trying to do.
no, not at all, because you're farther down.
She's talking maybe swapping the farthest lot down for a piece of land.
Not
along
none
the
of
ball
the
field.
9, so it's another lot that I don't know about.
Right,
Right.
Okay.
yeah. But it's adjoining the lots that you are interested
It's in that strip, but it's all the way down this way.
My
It's the one with all the tree stumps sticking out,
Okay. The forest.
the trees that big.
That's where it'd be nice to have an attorney here where we can
Yeah, we will.
get
That's
some
fine.
legal things asked. Okay,
So we're gonna table this,
yes, we need to table that.
make a motion to
Now-
table.
Do we have a date that you would like to table this to?
Well, what's realistic? I mean, what's realistic about the time frame that we could have all of our ducks in a row to give this gentleman an answer? He's not gonna wait around forever.
No, he's not.
I should have the CMA tomorrow. She told me I'd have it today, and I guess something came up. She emailed me 20 minutes before the meeting, apologizing, saying that she was going to get it to me ASAP. Whether that means tomorrow or the next day, I'm not sure.
Is that our
but
last
that's
hurdle?
between the two. Yes.
Okay? So we should be able to resolve this next month.
Well,
Or we could have a special
Special
meeting.
meeting.
well, on this though, it's, the closing date of the bids is September 30th.
We'll have to change that.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, that's, I mean, but is there a certain, like, I guess I'm naive to the fact on,
72
Sounds-
hours.
so it can only be at, like, that's the smallest window we can send it to bid, 72 and reconvene?
Mm-hmm. Yep, for the selling of the property, it's 72 hours.
Seems awfully small.
That's exactly what I said too, but he said he would not recommend that.
I would
But
think
that is
that
legally-
sounds like the council is doing something under
Under
the
I
the
feel if
table.
we're gonna
Yeah,
sell
no,
something at a bid,
yeah,
it's
no,
gotta have some time out
legally-
there.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying that's like
Okay.
what the baseline
Gotcha.
was 72 hours.
Okay.
He recommended a week or two, at least it being run in the newspaper, everything else, because we want to get as much.
Have you looked into the
publicity
cost
as
of
possible.
running all these ads?
It'll be about $140 for 2 weeks.
And is our realtor gonna post it? What realtor are we using?
Susie, she's a broker. We just needed the CMA, and
Sure.
that was what the lawyer recommended and who he sent me to.
Okay, so we're gonna table this for how long? 2 weeks?
So, I would say yes, 2 weeks.
Actually, we're gonna talk to Wayne about that as well.
And then if we need to convene a special meeting, we can. And make a decision. But that has to be posted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jim?
Yes, Chair.
So you got, how many lots are you selling?
Well, he was interested in 6 lots.
Okay,
But there's 9 lots total down there.
so if Vargas traded, how would you, how much land would you trade with Vargas?
One lot.
Oh, just one lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or he might,
And that would leave the city one lot,
he might
right?
feel,
Leave it as,
that'd
2
leave the
lots.
city 2
lots?
lots,
Okay.
right behind me.
Is that enough to do anything with?
Yeah.
2 lots to build 2 houses.
Yeah.
2
What are
lots,
what is the widths of those lots?
50 feet,
50? Okay.
They're 50 by what, 120?
50 by 140.
140.
Like I said, I know somebody hit this.
Got a question.
But maybe,
that's-
maybe Wayne would let, even donate that 100 feet.
He might.
Kinda sounds
Because
like
you
you
would
wanna
get
talk
it.
him out of it.
He would get a tax break forever.
And isn't this insider trading?
What's that?
All of you guys in here discussing selling all this property that's not legally been posted up for sale yet?
We have to discuss it. It's not illegal.
No, that's not what you guys are doing. You're sitting right here talking about, okay, I'm gonna sell it to this guy, I own this part over here, so I'm gonna sell to him, but all these other people I haven't even posted yet don't even have a chance to even bid on it, and you guys are sitting right here in front of
Everybody
us.
has a
We
In front of
haven't
chance.
sold
cameras,
anything, we haven't
telling
guaranteed any
everybody.
sales to anybody.
Everybody
Yeah, I
has a
saw
chance
an
to
interest
bid.
for the baseball park, though.
You were
I
trying
would
to work
think-
out a deal for your baseball park, and now you're.
It
telling
doesn't
us
sound
we're
like it, it
inside
sounds like
the
you're gonna try to talk Vargas out of it.
No, we're not.
I hope not, because the baseball park is really important to this town.
Thank you.
I think that the priority should be to take it to Mr. Vargas first, okay? And talk to him about what option he might wanna have for a trade
That's what we were
first,
just discussing.
instead of laying out what you wanna sell to whom first, okay?
Thank you, that's what I
Including this guy here. I think that should be number one priority because of the past interactions that were wrong. In other words, make it right by the town first, then think about selling to various entities.
Okay, thanks.
That's the right thing to do.
Thank you. And actually, we were just discussing, how to talk to, or, talking with Mr. Vargas, so. Who would like to represent the town and go? Yes.
Mike again, just a question, so where did you guys land? 2 weeks? Table it for 2 weeks, then a
Yep.
special meeting?
2 weeks for 2, yeah.
Alright, thanks.
Special meeting. Who would like to go talk with Mr. Vargas? Would you do it?
Yep.
Okay. That'd be great.
Thank you, Nate.
Yep.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yep. And Corella, would you want to go in?
I think if anybody goes with him,
Jeremy.
Jeremy should be the one who goes, because Jeremy has always been the one who has talked to him and since the beginning.
And he's familiar with what you need to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I
To do that.
every year.
Yeah.
He
And
might even do a 99-year easement type thing to where it's always there type thing.
Yeah.
Follows the property. So.
Okay.
we have one of the nicest fields in the softball league, and every year we get comments about the improvements that have been made to it over the past 4 years.
Good. Good. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I don't know if you know, we do have boards for that bleacher down there. We need to get them over there.
We still have paint to finish painting everything, but the concession stands need pressure washed off, and for the last 3 years it's been a
No water, you
Hot-
can't pressure wash it.
well, yeah, and it's been a hodgepodge of volunteers here and there on specific weekends, and we haven't had a whole lot.
Yeah, oh, I understand.
since the flood, so, but we got new base anchors in this year, so.
Okay, well, thank you. Good idea.
Any other comment on the property?
Okay, farmer's market. What do we got for farmer's market?
So Nikki Louise, she couldn't make it tonight, so she asked if I could present this. She would like to do a farmer's market Thursday afternoons from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Starting date 7:20 is what they are shooting for. At this point, there are only two of them, Nancy Ray and herself. However, they are reaching out to everyone who would like to share their produce and other goods, kind of like Red Lodge. And they would like to see if they could use the awning in the park for Thursday afternoons from 4 to 6.
Just one Thursday or every Thursday
It
from?
says weekly, so I'm guessing that
Weekly,
they're
through
through the fall.
Yep, through harvest. Mm-hmm.
What's that, Nate?
Oh, I was just saying it says weekly, so I'm guessing they'll run through the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something we have to vote on?
For the use of the park, yes.
Okay. I make a motion that we approve,
And I'll second it as well.
unless there's some comment. from
Do we have any
Valerie.
comment from the,
No, the only thing, Tammy Taylor, sorry. The only thing I see is if somebody is already there facilitating that deal, that they don't get run off, because it is kind of a public, or you hang a reserve sign this Thursday.
Yeah, have them make a sign.
Yeah, that'll say reserved and they have to hang it early on Thursday, you know.
So I make a motion to approve with the stipulation that there's a sign announcing the use.
the intention of use and time?
Yeah, and I'll still second it.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second to approve the farmer's market. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. What was the time? What were they thinking, in the afternoon or
4 to 6.
4 to 6? Old business. Public Works Director. He is not here. I know he's been really busy. We do have some water leaks that we're trying to get addressed. I have ordered stuff to repair the streets, which hasn't come in yet. And as soon as we get that stuff, then we're gonna be fixing some potholes. They're just getting worse.
So he is not the Public Works Director.
No,
correct?
he's a Public Works
Labor.
labor.
Yeah,
Is that Jeremy?
no.
No.
Got another one?
Marcus
Mark,
Shutterly.
Southern. He lives here in town.
He's the public works. He was
lives
a public
in
works.
Cancela's house. Two houses up.
Seems to be a really nice guy, stays really busy, so.
And he's worked public works before in a different state, but at least he knows water lines and how to put in meters. He's been fixing meters, which is super nice. So he has been super helpful in getting some outside stuff done, which is really nice.
Do we have a time frame when the material's showing up for the bottles?
Yeah, I talked to him this last Friday, because I was getting just a little.
Is it just cold mix or sack mix?
Nah, I was trying to get some of that bag mix, cool
Yeah.
mix. I ordered 10 bags of it, and it's been 2 weeks, and we need to get that stuff done.
I'd say the day that we do it, we run a console from Tri-County or Midway, whatever they're called. And on the pothole, instead of just dumping in the hole where it's already compromised, if we cut back at least 6-8 inches to where you got competent asphalt again, and then put it in and seal it, the patch will last a lot longer than just doing these humps. That,
Pack
I
it.
mean, you look at, this street, half of them down there, when you just pour it in like that, you're just wasting time, and it almost makes it worse. I get that some of them get so compromised, I mean, you're just making the best of the worst situation.
Yeah, and he is familiar, and we do have a saw.
And
To
yeah,
cut the concrete
I'll
and
even, I'll be the one
asphalt.
on the saw if he wants to run the shovels, I'm good either way.
Okay. No, that'd be good. And if we could ever, if get down there on a hot day, maybe we could bring some of that old
You can
coal
put,
mix loose.
yeah, you pour diesel on it and it'll come back to life.
Is that right?
Mhm.
That'd be good. We'll do that.
So Tim, have you talked to Marcus about, the possibility of being full-time?
You mean director,
Yeah.
public works director? No, I haven't.
Have we officially advertised that position?
No, we haven't advertised it yet. Not public works director.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, we did.
yeah.
Mhm.
And did we get any response?
Just Mark and another young gentleman.
Is that
We didn't
some-
advertise for labor, we advertised for public works director.
Right,
And we hired him as a laborer.
Mm-hmm.
so what's the plan? I mean, is it not a possibility to move him in
Yeah.
there if he and one other person responded to the advertisement? Were they both interviewed?
Yes. They were.
And can we make a decision from those two interviews, or what are you gonna do?
I can. I wanted to make sure that the guy that we hired is gonna work out. And.
Do you have a crystal ball?
I wished I did. I can tell you that he shows up.
Give him a month or 6 weeks,
He has,
find out what
yeah.
he does.
Yeah, and that's where we're at,
It
so.
was the agreement of,
He shows up on time at 8 o'clock,
Then he's
7:30,
ahead of the
whatever.
last one.
yeah.
quits
By
at
far.
5 or 6.
Well, that's kind of what he's been doing.
So what we
Did
decided
something
was a
accomplished
90-day
during that time.
probationary period. And then if everyone thought, you know, hey, he's doing his job, it would be revisited before
So
the
in
90
90
days.
days, what would be his anniversary? Do you know when he was,
Next month.
next month?
Mhm. He's only going on, like, he's just now starting his second month.
So if he's hired as a laborer, then there's a certain period of time that transpires that you're gonna have to advertise again for that position, I would assume.
That might
Is
be a
that-
question we'll have to ask the attorney.
Yes.
Whether or not you have to advertise or just promote him.
Right,
Yeah. that would be
because
the
that, I
question.
mean, that is a position that's,
Can't buy it.
yeah.
That's a management position.
Yeah, it's a
so-
management position.
Remote, or-
So let's not fly by the seat of our pants, let's have a plan.
Okay.
I would think that the guy that you're trying out right now, let him do a 90-day period probation, and if he does okay, promote him.
That was what was
Well, that's what
offered him.
we're not sure that waiting 90 days is legal. So we're just gonna have to ask the attorney if
We might have to advertise again, is what they're saying.
About 90 days, come on 6 months.
I was gonna say, I've had probationary periods at 6 months.
Yeah, but I'm
A
not
year.
talking about the probation period, I'm talking about hiring a person for a supervisory position with the city.
Okay.
we'll find out. And if we need to have a special counsel to do that, or a special meeting to get it done on a certain time, then that's what we'll
Now,
have.
you're talking about a supervisory position. Are you gonna
Yes.
have somebody else working with him?
Well, we'll have
That's another-
temps.
We're looking at moving him into that supervisor's position.
Right.
If we don't have to advertise again. If we have to advertise, then we'll have to go through all the interviews again. However, him working here would definitely put him in a better position. But
So how many people are you gonna have working in public works?
one,
And can we afford it?
we
We can
can,
afford one,
we can afford one.
and possibly a part-time kid or
Part-time
something.
helper.
Or that's what Jeremy's doing right now, is part-time, right?
Yes, he is.
Jeremy's handling the mowing.
Yeah.
Yep, he's taking
Doing
care of
very
it.
So we
well.
probably wouldn't
I see
hire
this.
another person.
Mhm.
Yes.
Just, if Jeremy got hurt or something, would the school pay for that or would the city pay for that?
The city,
He's
would.
working
Yeah,
for the
he's,
city.
yeah,
Yeah,
so when he
he's
gets
alright.
off the school, then he clocks in here.
Okay,
Mhm.
He's working 2 places.
okay.
He is for that.
He's not mowing on school side.
Oh, no, I know that, I just wonder who would.
And approximately how many hours is he working a week?
He's been putting in about 50 hours.
Oh,
50
shit.
hours?
Who?
That's not part-time.
Oh, you mean
No, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Jeremy?
I'm like, he's not putting in that many hours. What are you talking about?
Well, Mark, Jeremy's putting in what, between 25 and 30?
They're about 14, 15 hours a week.
We get our money's worth out of that kid,
Well,
Yeah.
yes,
for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
He does a really good job.
Yeah.
Couldn't ask for anything better. Does a real- Okay, any other questions?
What did y'all decide about the vacant council seat? Did you get a resignation?
I did not get a chance to go visit with the man and find out if he wanted to be on that.
I should have been here tonight.
Just got out of chemotherapy, so I don't think he was in
Yeah,
the
he's-
physical shape to make an appearance, so.
Doesn't sound like he's much positioned to run on the council.
You know, I know we have an ordinance that states something about if they miss a certain number of meetings, then the council can decide what to do. And
Who is that, the new council guy?
Yeah, in your sense.
Who?
what's his name?
Lauren McKeever.
Lauren McKeevy. He lives in Nate's old house.
Not being a jerk, but is there kind of a conflict there?
Where?
Well, with Nathan, partners with him,
There's
Oh, no, it's not my partner, it's his dad.
His dad.
but I heard all three of you are in on
On which part?
business partners.
Oh,
No,
he's,
that's what
yeah,
I was
his
told.
dad. No, his dad, it's public knowledge. You can look right on the cadastral of whose name's on the deed. And it's only us two on that and that.
Oh, someone
Yeah.
told me that
Yeah,
you
I
were all
mean,
three
all that
partners.
stuff's public knowledge. I mean, anything anybody wants, it's right there you can find, so.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll gladly step down and let somebody have my seat up here.
Well, just, somebody told me that they were all partners.
You know, rumors. Anything else? Town clerk is up next.
Just sorry about the garbage. I was fooled too. My garbage can is overflowing, so. But yeah, that's just sorry about the garbage. Anything else?
What's going on in the office?
Just been working on getting Sam done. Sam has been the biggest pain in the hiney. Me and the lady at Great West have been working together trying to get our UEI number up and running for our grants and stuff to get that money. We have been working on budget. We started a new financial budget year. That will be ready to vote on and stuff in September. We don't get all of our legal tax paperwork and stuff like that till middle to end of August. So then we will have all the correct exact numbers at that September
Our new
meeting.
fiscal
Yep,
started July 1, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
yep. And what everyone has told me, you just adopt what it was in the beginning. So we just rerun budget 2022 until our budget is completed with the actuals and approved, and then it'll switch over, which is only really changing like 4 or 5 lines.
Okay. Does anyone have any
Yes.
questions for our clerk?
Tammy Taylor. I was a recipient of a wrong address for a shut-off notice on a water bill. And it was supposed to go to my neighbor. And I'm bringing this issue to everybody's attention because it wasn't just a pink slip that said water is going to be shut off such and such date. There was an actual bill stapled to it. And I have a real problem with that. And I mean, it was somebody else's information. I mean, I don't think any of you would want your bills to go to somebody else's house. Those should be put in an envelope if you're going to staple them to them, not with a name on the outside, not for everybody to see.
Okay, good
Which
advice.
was my bad, cause it's gotten sent back twice. And so that's the reason I stapled it to his thing, is because it keeps coming back to me, so I wanted to make sure that he actually got it. So that's,
Well, the party that you're trying to give it to, that may be a rental of his, but he does not live there.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
If you
that's his
look
room.
at the whole deal, he does not live there.
okay, well, that's the only address that I have for him.
Ask Kristen Sweet. She will get
Kristen
you the
Sweet?
yeah in Bridger. She will get you the correct one.
See, I didn't even know he was residing there either, so. I just figured that was-
He's not, like I said, it's a rental, so it's not I mean, you can stick it on the renter's deal or whatever, but,
Mhm.
I don't
Well,
know.
it's still in the guy's name over in Bridger, right?
Well, see, I'm new here, so I really don't know who lives
Well,
where, who
it-
rents what, and on our water
Got that all
bills.
noted up before you
I-
take the job on.
Oh, I
But,
know, but like, so on the water bills, sometimes it will only have the owner on it, and it'll be the owner with this address.
oh, okay,
And
okay.
so
And
that's-
that could be, but just for further reference, and I don't know if it was you or.
It was me.
Okay, there is a Google deal that says if you're going east, odds are on this side.
Oh, I didn't put them out, no, I didn't, I
Okay,
was the one
and
that
and so
stapled.
it was
I was the one that stapled.
totally on the wrong, side of the
Mhm.
street. So
Okay,
might reference that Google,
Okay, oh, that's a good idea. Thank you.
but like I said, it's personal information that
Yeah,
shouldn't go to
should not be
anybody
going
else.
out to just anybody. Okay, no, not a problem.
Again, Jerry.
Sure.
Like if they're not paying water and that and garbage, do you guys pick the garbage can up or do you leave it there?
If they're not picking,
They're not paying for the service.
if they're not paying for the service, we need to pick the garbage can up.
Well, I just wonder because the two guys that passed away above me, they're picking their garbage up. So,
Yeah, we need to get over there and pick up the garbage cans, bring them back over here. That'll be something for Mark. He'll have to go pick up. And I hadn't even thought about that.
well, I just thought you
It's a
guys,
good thing to do,
what
because
you
there's
did.
probably several places in town that,
Cause you pay for garbage, don't you, the city or not?
we do, yes.
And if they're not there, why, you shouldn't be paying for it.
Well, we pay regardless. We pay for X amount of garbage cans every month.
So it don't make a difference what number there is.
No. Because it's, even those behind, we have, I don't know, there's 8 or 9 that we pay for that is never used, it sits behind the shop.
Yeah.
That's in their contract.
I just didn't want to see they get charged for something that wasn't there.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, Tammy?
Sorry to do this, Tammy Taylor. Have the liens been filed for anybody who's behind on their water? Because I think there's a cutoff date on that for July.
yep, I've already done it.
Okay,
It was in June.
okay, I just wanted to,
Yep, and I was just late on even figuring out or knowing how to do them. I have them drawn up with the attorney now for next year. And so we have it all written, so then as soon as that time comes, we're able to just print them off and get it taken care of.
okay, but we don't have any for this year.
No.
Okay, anything else for the clerk? Okay, next is mayor and council. Do you guys have anything that you'd like to discuss?
Have we got all the alleys cleared in town of parked cars and all that other stuff that I've been bitching about for the last 4 months?
Those cars over there were supposed to have been moved. Is there something in them again?
I don't know.
Where's that?
When I looked
By
at
that
them,
Nancy?
yeah,
That alley's accessible, so.
Are there cars in the alley?
Well, they're parked along there,
Okay, then we can't get a truck through there.
over there off First and School.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there all the time. And sometimes they're double parked in there.
That's a pet peeve of mine.
Well, we'll look at our law enforcement then for
Parking in the alleys.
The alley's Fromberg, it didn't private property.
It's not private property, that's right.
No. But I know that's how we got it clear last time, is they got involved. So-
Mackenzie, it isn't even Mackenzie, it's his neighbor.
Yeah, Mackenzie doesn't really have anything.
No, his
No.
neighbor thinks that the alley is his property.
Okay.
Well, he ran out of room in front for both.
Well, yeah. The other thing I'd like to bring up is, we're a year, almost to the day, past the flood. And has everybody in town made an honest effort to get their place cleaned back up?
You know, a lot of people have made an honest effort. There are issues that we're faced with that we can't get a hold of the owner to do anything about it or to try to force an issue.
I think there's half a dozen in town that really have not made an honest effort to get their property back up to speed. And
mean
whether
on-
they're unable to do it
On the
or
other side
unwilling,
of town.
we have to figure that out.
Is that on the other side of town?
Most of, well, that's the only
Over on
place
the east end.
the flood was.
But there's stuff up here too.
Is
Yeah,
there?
We have, yes, we have, what, 2 or 3 up here that we have
Yeah,
to deal
these-
with.
Have we given any notices out to people that haven't taken
Well,
care of their property?
We've been trying to find who we can give the notices to. We try
We
to
know
find,
who the owner is, right?
yeah, and we go to the tax rolls and send letters, but, they don't do that. We get,
So-
a lot of the letters we get back.
Serving with something from the sheriff.
Well,
I don't know that that's
I know
an
that we're-
ordinance, is it?
we're working with the attorney to try to get a legal letter.
With as much moisture as we've had, I know it's hard to keep up.
It is hard to keep.
It's really hard. But you can drive by a property and tell whether or not they're trying to comply
And some
or
that are.
not.
Yeah.
And I don't
And
think
I-
it's fair to the people that do comply, that there's people